Just the other day, in the early morning hours of Tuesday, March 5th, the iconic battleship was put refloat again. But you still can't see it. The Battleship Texas was tugged to Galveston Harbor on August 31st, 2022. This iconic view will never be seen again. This is the view of the Battleship Texas from the San Jacinto Monument, where it was moored for decades at the San Jacinto Battleground State Historic Site. And just the other day, in the early morning hours of Tuesday, March 5th, the iconic battleship was put refloat again. But before we get to that, be sure to hit the subscribe button. You still can't see it. The Battleship Texas, which has been dry docked for the last 18 months, is headed back into the water to continue its $75 million restoration. The 122-year-old dreadnought, which is the United States' last remaining battleship to be used in both World War I and World War II, has been undergoing repairs at Gulf Copper Shipyard in Galveston since August of 2022. On Tuesday morning, it was lowered into the water and moved to a nearby slip for the next phase of its restoration, which is expected to last between 18 to 24 months, while focusing on deck replacement and repairs to the interior and superstructure. This was according to an announcement Monday by the Battleship Texas Foundation, and I did try to call them to get some information, but I think they've been really busy the last few days getting this beautiful ship moved to its next spot. I did contact the state park, and the girl said that they are planning to, according to what she knows, park it in Galveston at Pier 21, and there will be a new museum. So this is actually a great move for this classic iconic battleship. It's a huge milestone for the ship to go back into the water from her previous condition to where she is now, says Matt Pham, the Vice President of Development for the Battleship Texas Foundation, which is the ship's state-appointed caretaker. We couldn't be more excited. Opportunities to view the ship while it's being moved will be limited as Gulf Copper will be closed to the public. It likely can be viewed from Pier 21, don't know, which is on the other side of the Galveston Channel or from a similar nearby location. The Battleship Texas is scheduled to be lowered into the water starting at 3:30 in the morning Tuesday, with its short voyage to another part of the Gulf Copper property slated for 7 a.m. The ship is expected to arrive at its destination at 9:30 a.m. That's just so exciting. We spent one entire day in Galveston looking at all the old world architecture and the beautiful structures there along the Strand and in the Old Town area. You will not want to miss those videos. But I want to tell you a little bit more about this dreadnought. The construction of it was authorized in 1910, and it was commissioned into service in 1914. And between 1917 and 1918, it participated in World War I. And in 1925, it entered a major reconstruction and refit. So that's nothing new to this dreadnought. In 1925 through 1927, it underwent another major reconstruction and refit. And between 1927 and 1937, it served twice as a flagship of the U.S. fleet. Its last bit of service was in 1945 when it participated in Operation Detachment at Iwo Jima Operation Iceberg at Okinawa and transported troops back to the United States after the end of World War II. Well, that is touching. I'll tell you a few more things that happened to it during these extensive repairs, but a little bit more on the dreadnought's history. Have you subscribed yet? If you have, thank you. And if you haven't, can you push that button right now? Thank you. As I mentioned, it's the last dreadnought. Well, what's a dreadnought? An all-big gun ship. The ship was the most powerful weapon in the world and is the only surviving naval vessel to have seen both world wars. So, worth repairing, don't you think? Let me know in the comments below what you think of this video. Mariah's article goes on to say, for the past 18 months, the ship has undergone extensive repairs at the shipyard totaling more than $21 million. The repairs included replacing over 700 tons of steel, painting the hull, and performing successful quality control checks. In total, more than 200,000 hours of labor have gone into the project. We have seen this beautiful ship a handful of times in the last 25 years, and we really do look forward to seeing it when it's rebirthed in Galveston. Follow me if you want to go somewhere else fun and amazing. Flip-flops on the ground. Unclassic road trip.